Alright boys, I'm ready to start my entry in the competition. This is the coin I'm going to be working on. Let's get into it. I'm going to be using a 3/4 inch punch. It's my first time using a punch this big, and you actually have to put the punch inside of this guide. It won't go in through the top. It's pretty interesting. Got a nice bird, pretty clean cut. Gonna deburr the inside of this and anneal it.
I still can't find a good angle to film deburring at.
Got this inside cut edge nice and cleaned up. Now I just need to anneal it. Follow for part 2. Follow for part 3. The next step is the one that freaks me out the most because it's usually where I mess up. So I hope I don't. Fingers crossed. What we're going to do is we're going to try and make this smaller. But I got to put some tape on it. There we go. Now I'm going to pop it in this thing and push it down. So before I annealed this, I deburred this lip over here, and I did scratch the inside of this coin a little bit. So I know y'all will probably see it. I'm gonna out myself right now. I did that. Oops. Follow for part 4. Woo! Alright, so this is part 4 of the Making Morgan coin ring contest here on TikTok, and I'm running low on tape, so I took a break, but I can't go get any more tape, so I'm just going to push on through and tape this up. So I usually like to wrap this about 15 times. I only wrapped it 10 times because I got to conserve my tape. We're going to put it in the Swedish wrap and shrink it down. And I got it right at the bottom of this die, so I'm going to pop it out and re-anneal it and pop it in another die. You can really see how thin that tape got. I need to get some more tape, guys. Still think it's looking pretty good, though. So I mark this with a little marker to let me know when the silver is hot enough that it's been annealed, but so I don't overheat it and start to get deformation on the silver. See markers on it, so that's good. Follow for part 5. Follow for part 6. Alright, part part 6 of making a Morgan dollar into a coin ring contest here on TikTok. This is a size 10 right now. I got to get it to a size 11, and then we can do some more fun stuff. Almost got it. I think it's super cool how these details impress on this paper towel. One more pull and we should be at size 11. So it's not as straight as I want, so I'm going to stretch it out a little further and then reduce it and try and straighten out these walls. That's better. Now I'm just going to clean up all this on the outside and these rough edges. It's going to look real pretty. Just look at that. Man. I'm going to see if I can get it a little cleaner, and then we'll add some patina to it. I'm really impressed with this. Like, I made this thing. It's pretty cool. I can't find a liver sulfur anywhere, so I don't know how I'm going to patina this, but it's a pretty damn good looking ring. So pretty. What do you guys think? How do I do? Follow over part 7, maybe? Alright, so this is going to be the Morgan coin ring contest part 7. I finally got my liver sulfur, and I've got myself a cup. And now I just got to get some hot water, and we will antique this ring. Alright, so let me go prep that up, and we'll get going. So you can see here the water is pretty hot, but this stuff smells like skunk. So I'm going to mix this outside, and then put that in there and see how this goes. Alright, so I made it outside. I'm going to go ahead and squirt some of this in here and stir it up. I'll pop my ring in there. And I'm going to throw this steel penny cowboy hat in there too, just to see what it'll do with steel. And I'm going to leave those in there for a couple minutes and pull them out and see what they look like. I don't know why, but I want to add a little bit more. You know what's really cool that I just figured out? Since this cowboy hat is steel, right? Let's see. It magnetizes to my screwdriver. It's pretty cool. So it's been in there for maybe 45 seconds, and this is what it looks like so far. It's not quite dark enough for me, so I'm going to put it back in there. So I'll let it sit in there for another minute, and this is what it looks like. I don't know, it doesn't seem like it's getting much darker to me. I'm going to put it back in and see if it'll get darker. And as far as the cowboy hat, I don't see any changes in it, so I'm just going to take it. So it's been in there for about 3 minutes. I added a little bit more liver sulfur, just because it's not really getting as dark as I'd like. I'm going to leave it in there for another minute and then call it quits on this. Alright, so this is what it looks like after being in there for about 4 minutes, and it looks like my liver sulfur is attracting flies, which is interesting. I'm going to dry this off and take it inside. So this is what it looks like. It's pretty nice and dark, and I'm going to buff these details real quick with a nail file. As much like black as I wanted, but it looks pretty damn cool, man. Like, I think I like it.
It goes on and on and on. Remind me of everything tonight. Yes, I'm in the zone. I get a good dreaming about the things that we could be. So it's gonna be forever. You already know. That's what feel me when I'm in the spot. Don't believe me, just watch. Oh, is it too late now to say I need a one dance? And then we start to dance, and I'm singing like, oh, I want something just like that.
Might be over now, but I feel it still.
I want you to be happier, because I'm happy.